I didn't realize that it had a cat one. Probably just didn't pay it too much heed when it turned up. Heavy blaster. Jesus. Damn, that will be scary. Those are the bright red missiles that just, you know, take a chunk off you. Beautiful. Here, back in a sec. Hey, folks. Been stopped for longer than expected. Yeah, stuff happened. But I've got a cute story here. It happened a little bit ago, like before I stopped there. I'd stopped earlier and a thing had happened, and I've got the words together to say it. Hey, folks. I have to re-record this bit. Been stopped longer than expected. One thing led to another, Meh. So earlier I had to go downstairs for a mow and get meds from Mum. She'd forgotten them downstairs. Very cute story I got for you here, but I need to tell it right. While I'm doing this, I can fix the sound so it's hooked up right. So, when I was downstairs, Zen started purring at me. And so I started talking to her, wishing her good night, and she got up croaking at me. She thought the meds, I think, were for her. She loves the meds she has to take. It's pain relief. Who knows what it tastes like, but I know she's in a fair bit of pain. Her joints are at her. She's old. She's like 16. And she's really started to look her age and look kind of a little haggard sometimes. Other times she still looks like a kitten. But anyway, she started croaking and talking to me a little. Well, I think it was more just purring at me. Yeah, it's been a while. My head's all over the place. Just woo. Anyway, she starts purring at me, and I was talk a bit, and I started leaving. And when I was going up the stairs, I was telling her to sleep well, again for the 10th time. And then I also made it a point of saying to her not to beat up the dogs too much. Or not to beat the rest of them up too much. Because she's a little tyrant, even though she's 16, has the lab terrified of her. He's a gentle oaf. He wouldn't hurt you intentionally. You could trust him with a baby. The only issue is he may lie on it, not realizing how big he is. He thinks he's a teacup chihuahua. But he's a purebred lab. So he's big and gangly and is pretty heavy. He's like 20 kg-ish. So, not something you just want randomly lying on you. Especially when you're a 5 kg cat. But still, she takes slaps at him and has him rightly cowed. Same with the rest of them. So when I told her that, a thought crossed my mind. I make no promises. And when I said, I can practically read your mind, Zen. Or I know what you're thinking, I make no promises, or something to this effect. Her purr changed just for a moment to a deeper sound. As if she was agreeing with me. She's done that once before. I had to babysit Lily one night, cause she couldn't get up the stairs. She'd hurt her leg doing something stupid. So we had to babysit her downstairs for 2 nights. Mum took one night, I took the other. Mum ended up oversleeping, but that was fine with me. She needed her sleep. I didn't mind staying up. I was watching some Pulse Wars Juniors videos. But Zen ended up sitting with me for the entire night. And during the night, she switched over from my left side, cuddled behind me, well, behind and to the side of me, to my right on the armrest. And she was purring the whole time, and I told her, Lily's not doing well. Would you be nice to her? Something to this effect. And her purr deepened for just a moment. And she looked away at the door. And it's like, no, Mamas, I need an answer. And she looked, I need an answer. And she looked back at Zen, Willie, and she deepened her purr again, just for that beat. And for that half day, she was actually nice to Willie. She'd been taking swipes at her face the day prior, but she actually smelt her a little and, was seemingly affectionate towards her. It didn't, like I said, it didn't last too long, half a day to a day, and then she was back slapping her in the face. I think with more intensity than she did beforehand. But that's Zen for you. When she was younger, she apparently chased a guy down the road. Dude was on a bicycle. And she was apparently swiping at the wheels. She's a fiery thing. Apparently not as fiery as the cat Mum had here before. It's actually my great-grandmother's cat. She was murdered by a bint that she didn't live nearby. Her father lived nearby, and the cat would wander. We didn't live here at the time, and Nan wouldn't take her in, so Mum just would keep coming down to feed them down here. And the bint's father lived here, and he got Meals on Wheels. Well, he didn't live in this house, but he lived nearby. He got Meals on Wheels, and apparently he gave some to the cat. Apparently. The woman was kind of going out of her mind. She was on the phone to Mum, and apparently told Mum could see through the phone to the food in her kitchen. And yeah, she had Smokey and any other cat we had down here, which Mum had been taking care of herself. Feeding, neutering, spaying, whatever they needed done. Had them all put down. We were living at Nan's at the time, and she wouldn't let Mum take Smokey in up there. She would let other cats come, but not Smokey. But Smokey, she was 28 when she went. Apparently, according to Mum, she was Smokey came around when Mum was a kid, and was still around. She was fierier than Zen was. A lot fierier than her. She apparently had the last tooth pulled by in her head, pulled by the vet, but still wouldn't eat wet food. Refused it. Would only eat dry food. She was crunching it with her gums. And she was 28, but she didn't act her age. She was still fiery as hell. I would say if Zen 16 met Smokey at 28, Smokey would probably wipe the floor with her. Zen's fiery, but I don't think she's chewing kibble with her gums fiery. Or, on some level, I almost wouldn't be surprised if Smokey was still around, just after taking over some wing of a veterinarian's. They just, had to break it off and, throw in offerings to her. She's a fiery old thing. I barely remember her. I have a few memories of her as a kid. I was quite young at the time when it happened. I think Mum had me when she was 22. And so I might have been around 8-ish when, give or take, when Smokey went. I think I was younger. So I could have easily been inventing it. I think I could also be transposing Gizzy, my Nan's cat, to her. But I'll see if Mum has any pictures of her lying around, because that would be nice. She was a fiery old thing. But yeah, I didn't mean to bridge into her. But yeah, it was just the Zen story was cute. Because sometimes you swear she understands you. Sometimes you just swear she understands you. But yeah, that's Zen for you. Fiery old broad. I kind of jumped at points there. Sometimes I default to things. A default conversational thing. But yeah, it's sometimes you swear she understands you. That's just her for you. Here, one second. Hey folks. 31, 32, 33, 34. But yeah, the whole point I was getting at there was just simply actually, how long have I been? Oh, Jesus, my apologies. I didn't really intend to talk that long about the cats. But yeah, sometimes you swear Zen is actually trying to answer you. And I think maybe in her way she was. Because like I said, she did behave for that day. Or a day, half a day. With Lily. She did behave for a time and seemed sympathetic to her. Which is a great, incredible thing for Zen. She's so grumpy, you know? So, yeah. I don't know what to think myself, but, ooh, that's nice. But, yeah. Just, it was a cute little thing. And I got to talk a bit about Smokey. I think in some level I've come to terms with what happened with her. I've talked about her before and what happened to her, and I was a lot angrier about it. My opinion hasn't changed, but I don't know, I guess I'm just not as fraughting. If you don't know, the bitch that killed her ended up dying of cancer. And my general stance was that wasn't cruel enough. Wait. 4 tactical lasers and a graviton beam are... Ooh. Is that what I use? If that's what I use, I'm switching to it. Ion cannons? No, it's not. Is that what I used to use? No. Oh, I think I saw that as a temporary option. As an option at one station, and I didn't go with it. I think that's it. Ion pulsar. Tactical laser. I'm not sure on the difference between these. It doesn't even say that it only generates low flux or whatever it's called. Doesn't it normally stipulate that? No hard flux. Yeah, doesn't sort of normally stipulates that. But anyway, yeah, I just thought that story was cute with Zen. Oh yeah, sorry, my mind is addled right now. I'm getting a bit tired. Been awake around 16, 18 hours. Bit tired, but yeah. Oh yeah, the woman that killed Smokey and the rest. My sense was generally, as terrible as it is to go from cancer, wasn't nearly enough, given what she did. But yeah, my general thing was just, I thought that was a cute story with Zen. You know, it's just sitting at the gate giving the little croak as if agreeing with my point that she makes no promises. And to be honest, knowing her, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, sorry if I went on a bit too much of a tangent there. I just found that funny and cute, and I wanted to share it. So. It almost looks like an inbuilt weapon. It's like exposed piping and stuff. It's kind of like the machinery burst out of the machine, out of the ship. Maybe it's just some of the damage because it has a faulty power grid. Maybe if that was repaired, it wouldn't look like this. And I suppose it kind of looks like that on this too. Just all exposed piping. Seems kind of dangerous. Ooh. Sadly, can't get any of these. Could brute force it and be like, no, none of these. Or, you know, knock stuff off. Could also add something here to the built-in queue and go from there. Because obviously the more guns on this, the better. Sorry, now my mind's kind of caught in a loop. I hate when it goes like this. I made the point about Zen and her being cute. And how fiery she is, but then I talked about Smokey and how even fierier she was, to point of crunching kibble with her gums. And it wasn't because Mom didn't give her wet food. She wouldn't eat it. She wouldn't look at it. She would only have the kibble. That was just a Smokey for you. And you know, she did what she wanted and you had no say in it. As, you know, airy and capricious as cats tend to be, Smokey lived up to that. She exemplified it. Even though I didn't get to see her much, I do miss her. She's a sweet thing. But, yeah, and then I said about the one who did her in, she was batshit. And I'm bitter about it, so my sounds like she didn't go hard enough. Oh, jeez, I'm just noticing the flux dissipation. It's better than the fucking weapon flux per second. Like the amount of flux gained per second from the weapon fire. Nice. Yeah, my mind's just... Ever feel like your mind... It's like a car, you're trying to start it, but it's not clicking into gear? Yeah, that's how my mind feels right now. I think it's just a sign I'm getting tired. I was kind of out of recording for a bit there. I ended up getting 2 mochas, and different things happened, so I'm just kind of... need my head to click back into gear. It's kind of like how this entire set's been. I keep stopping and starting, stopping and starting. Just... It's finally really caught up with me. So yeah, it's tempting to lock something in here. Given that these these are the larger price, I'm tempted in locking them in. But I care less about them. Armored weapon mount sounds fantastic, because it also increases the ship's armor as a whole by 10%. And it's already at this. So that's pretty nice. And, you know, it's something I would love to guarantee to keep around. But I would be able to eke out a little bit more for the ship if I built one of these in. Oh, I'm out of story points. Well, that's completely pointless, so. I was thinking of selling all the weaponry I have here. But do I really need to do that? do I need to sell it? I could just bring it back to the base and use it to gear up my future ships. I'm going to go set one up right now. They're meant to be stationed far from habitats because they damage DNA, but it's right here. A little concerning. It's like in orbit of that. Oh, I was going to sell these to here because I was hoping to earn back the money that it cost me. Sorry. I was hoping to sell these to try and make back a bit of money because I'm broke and I'm going to set up a base which requires a ton. But, also, they were thinking of bringing in frontier towns, like low-scale towns, small-scale colonies. But that didn't end up happening. I think they did change colonies up a bit, though. Oh, curiosity. What am I using? I am using ion cannons. Well, I'm looking forward to giving them a try. As far as I remember, that's the best one of what's there. So let's get to it. Analyze coronal hypershunt? What? That's certainly a new one. We fought the way of blood amidst persecution. Yea, the righteous will suffer the lash, and the reward be everlasting grace. No, that's because you're an asshole. Wonder if they'll ever come to that realization. Ah. Ironically, I'm going to take the place called Utopia away from the religious zealots. Nice. I'll also be able to store things here for free and without keeping it in a nice centralized location. I could just keep going back to the other place that I stored things at previously, which I just remembered, but I prefer to keep them at my base. Ground operations. I don't know what that entails. And I can't see where I have storage. Did I not decide against using it? Did I withdraw them? I don't think so. Or is it because it's not rented? Moving to engage. Continue. Don't deploy me. Deploy... Well, unless I want to send out the tankers. Do it. You. Oh, we still got Kelpie in this iteration. Oh, and it's already done. I guess it wasn't a sound investment. Don't need it with increased maintenance. Establish a colony. Widespread runes. It's not the highest tier, but yeah, that's still grand. Still to with other factions. High gravity. Um, extreme weather. Ugh. Means I can't use space elevator. Now that you have planet-based or otherwise static assets, you'll need to set up your faction's name and flag. So change these later. Otherwise static assets. Is there any other way of setting things up? Like, can you just set up a space base just in a random asteroid belt? Because that would be cool. Like, the pirates can do it. Kosh Corpse, new. Of warfare. The ISS Intrepid, a Federation of Warfare courier ship, reports that after heavy fighting, the Federation Warfare is now in control of the Corvus system. Yep. And what's the prefix? I'm not sure. I don't think they ever stipulated. Starcraft Odyssey. First thing that came up, just when I typed in Starcraft. That's what I'm referencing here. It's a custom campaign. My bones are aching. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, they just say battle cruisers Heimdall and Pegasus. Oh, it's bugging the shit out of me. Okay, Jay Brino has a tang. There was a link straight to it, so I went with it. Hmm. We'll leave it on ISS. Not sure what it even meant to stand for. Eh. Federation of Warfare. Then again, I could change it from powering to maybe Doros Tree. I always go with powering for everything. It's just that like it's a state. It's a name that comes up a lot. Um, the main guy is from powering. Good. It just looked like it was double spaced weirdly. The main guy's from powering. Spoilers for that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a mining colony, but they like misjudged how much resources were actually there. So when it turns out that they were underproducing, they were like the previous faction that was in charge got pissed and eventually just cut off all support, including any supply ships out. Supply ships in, any transport out, and just abandoned the entire colony. That was actually the straw that broke the camel's back, and the military council broke away and turned into the Federation of Warfare. The main guy and Tyreen, he has the Tychus model, come from there. They survived that period of famine and chaos. So, yeah. I really like that campaign. It's really well done. Like, hats off to him. Even though I had it just open there, my name's completely blanked on the mapmaker's name. My apologies. Go look it up. It's on SC2 Maps. It's like one of the first things you find when you look at the maps page over there. Like if it's like top rated or whatever. Obviously, if you set to newest, that's not going to be. It's probably not going to be there. But if you go to SC2 Mapster, top of the page, well, top of like the most popular or whatever, it's there. You can also find on my channel. Yeah. So. Oh, we don't have a slider anymore. Okay, interesting. They've changed how this works. Each improvement made at a colony doubles the number of story points required to make an additional improvement. Requires 2 story points and doesn't grant any experience. No need. Okay, what's good here? Moderate, rich rare ores. Like, we just put down a colony and thousands call here. Oh. But yeah, that is a great campaign. It's very well done. And you can kind of, just from me looking back on it, you can kind of see them building up. Like, apparently that was their first attempt at making a campaign. And they were clearly very enthusiastic about the story from what they were saying. But you can kind of see them getting better and building it as they go through it. The earlier missions, I guess, were simpler in a sense. But even then that feels wrong to put it like that. Because Well, it's also it looks weird looking back on it. I know when I first did the first map, there was only like a stage or one, two stages to it. But when I actually got to record it, there was this third stage just suddenly swinging in. So yeah, they added to the older missions and built up more. Um, so it's, looking at it, you won't quite get what I'm meaning. But just like thinking of the earlier missions, looking at the later on ones, you can kind of see them, them improving as a map maker, I would like to say. And, getting better at, the editor and, all that shtick. It's quite nice to see. I'm quite a, I can't sing their praises enough. I really can't. Hats off to them. And I do recommend, if you like StarCraft custom maps, to give it a try. Though to be fair, it's such a staple. If you like them, you've probably already given it a try. It's always possible that you haven't, but you probably have. It's actually gotten Blizzard's given it a shout out. It's been there's articles about StarCraft custom maps, and that's on there. Similarly, I would recommend giving a try to the Antioch one. It started off as a StarCraft 1 thing, got remade it into StarCraft 2, Chronicles of Antioch? I can't remember. The third one is called Thoughts in Chaos. That's all I remember. And that was built for StarCraft 2. As in, it's the first two were remakes of older ones. That one is completely new. It's been ages since I covered it, so I can't remember its name. We were talking 3 years ago, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, I can't sing the other one, its praises nearly enough. Seriously, hats off to you. Not that they even know I've done videos on them. I'm terrible at telling creators that I have. I'm terrible at it. I'm too intimidated. It's one thing oh cool, my video's gotten a ridiculous amount of views, it's gotten 1,000 views, oh that's awesome. Oh shit, it's gotten a view that's quite possibly from the creator. Oh shit, they left a comment. And I panic. That's me for you. That's me to a T. Where's farmland? Yeah, no. So, transplutonic ore, no bonuses or negatives. No organics here. Yeah, I'll go with this. Now to begin my favorite part of this. I don't think I have a wolf. No, I lost mine a while back. You'll do. Obviously, I'm not knocking anyone that I didn't list out or recommend there. Just to be clear, I'm not knocking anyone that I didn't mention or list or what have you. Just, I really do just think highly of that one, that's all. Oh Jesus, elite Marines. These Marines are an elite force equipped, led, and motivated well above the standards of even the professional militaries in the sector. There we go. Yep, that's fine. So when I was saying favorite part, basically I stop here, speed up time, and I just wait. That's all I'll do till I get a message that the spaceport here is complete. They've just started. And we'll just wait. Time sped up, so the 15 days won't be long passing. The only issue with this is the drone fleets occasionally wake up. There may be a drone base that I just haven't found here. I will have to flank the outer ring in a bit to see. Because they could be a base here spewing them out. In which case, it could actually be a good idea for me to leave it. I would have a thing to constantly farm, or constantly whittle down my own forces. I would have to pretty much colonize like every planet here, so I could have a space station spewing out troops. Oh, beautiful. Spaceport is now done. Might need to sit here longer, actually. Oh, I never actually adjusted the flag. I don't remember how you can change this. Character. Veteran space, or what she's looking at. Ain't nothing. I'm just reading my mail. So I'll never get proper use to these things. Offer to apologize for misunderstanding by buying her a drink. Ah, here's that one story mission I did. So, Mancia. No. No. I have no administration skills. Freeport. Hazard pay. Actually, yeah, I can't pay hazard pay. I don't have pay for Marines or crew right now, so all's good. I could also put you in. You will boost ability by 2. But since you're unassigned, I'm paying you less. Wait, what? Why did you pop up to 8 for a moment? I have no idea. I thought that pricing was different. Anyway. Access. Anyway, I don't know why it took me so long. I thought I remember seeing like you have to double click on the flag symbol or something. Ooh, I like that. I think I did that one last time. Let's go with this one. Da-da! Ah, that brings me back. So, monthly income at this. Because I still get the full commission. I'm still getting the stipend? Jesus. By the time I'd set up my first base in the previous run, the stipend was long gone. Long gone. Anyway, you get the full payment for your fleet when you don't have it. You also get don't have to pay your Marines if you don't have them. So I only had to pay them for what I had of them out. The crew, the same. Officers, they get their payment. Administrator, she was only working for a bare bit of it, so she didn't get the full payment. Like they say, they earn a monthly payment. They earn 20 a month. They earn 10. That seems to be, just to be clear, this is what it seems to be. A price they tick up to. So if they're not out for the full month, only half of it, they may only get half their money. I haven't worked it out solidly, but that seems to be the case. It's worth looking into. So, yeah, I'll get the full commission while not having to pay the full costs. Easy way of cheaping out on it. Just have to lodge them in here and sit around, do piss all. I know, not the most fun of things, but you don't have to worry about things. You just sit here, pay next to nothing a day. I'm actually paying even less than that. And oh, it's groovy. Improvements, increased stability. Okay, that's nice. I wish I could boost this even further. Probably works out about the same, really. Increases accessibility by 20%. Increase production by... Interesting. Anyway. Yep, we just have to sit around and wait for stuff to happen. It should have came with some supplies, but oh well. Here, one sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Sorry, just fiddling with something and it was gnawing the hell out of me. I think I'll probably try and take over every planet in this system. They mightn't be the best of places, but it will provide defense because I can get a security everywhere. And it will buff up the amount of fleets here. It'll make the place right defensible, so I won't have to worry as much about mooks coming in, you know? Because trust me, I'm going to get so many attacks. Firstly, I'm a hegemony member. I'm still commissioned as part of them. This is part of their territory, effectively. It's me, in a sense, if you get me. It doesn't work that way. Regardless if it works that way. Basically, the enemy. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't think it works quite like that. I was just thinking like my standings affect, how my faction's treated. I guess that was the logic I was going with. And since I'm with them, if they're at war with faction, I'm at war with faction. Therefore, here's at war with faction. But as far as I could tell, they never attacked here due to a war. They only ever attacked here because they, we dislike that you're trading better than us. Or, you got a free port, so we're going to attack you. Or, you might have an alpha core, we're going to attack you. So, yeah. That's been why. That's been why I was wrong thinking about it the first time around. Apologies. But yeah, this place is going to be under attack a lot once it gets going. Melodic Path people and the other factions will be attacking it. Pirates as well. All of them will try and attack me at some stage for one reason or another. Because I got a free port status, because I might be doing better in some industry than they are, and I can bribe them. It's tons of money to get rid of them. I could kill the fleet, but then they'll hate my guts for it. They did not provoke attack. The game says it won't impact standings because it's not an official sanctioned thing, but it will impact standings. So I'm just gonna have to roll with that and just have a major fleet here to flip them off. So I'm still getting this. I'm paying only 200 here. Paying this. Paying full price here. And whatnot. So, and sadly the other thing's gone now. But yeah, it's beautiful. But so yeah, basically there'll be random expeditions sent out against my bases. So I may as well have every place as well fortified as possible. If we pop back in, we already have produced quite a bit of materials. I can take stuff out from here and I'll pay at the end of the month. So if I return it beforehand, I guess I don't have to pay. I'm not sure if a dog barked there. So what I can get here is ground defenses to fortify the planet. I can also get a patrol HQ. I need to get this. So anyway, things are centered into industries and reduced by 5. Industries and structures. A structure can become an industry, but an industry cannot become a structure. So with patrol HQs, when you upgrade them beyond that into... Actually, I can't remember what's beyond that. I think there's 2 stages beyond it. 1 or 2 stages beyond it. But one is a command center or something dramatic sounding. That becomes an industry for whatever reason. you can only have 4 industries in total for a place. And I think they have simplified the the list here. I think they have simplified it. So yeah, at 6. Actually, yeah, they have. But previously, you would have a... Oh yeah, you start off on colony size 3. I think they had colony size 1 and 2 as an idea. But yeah, I think you had to get up to colony size like 7 to get the 4th one or something. Maybe. It's been too long. For all I know, it's a nerf. But yeah, you can only have so many industries and so many... you can have as many structures as there are available, but when you upgrade them, they can go from a structure to an industry. So you have to keep that in mind. The one industry that's relevant to that's relevant to the point of keeping the place safe, is the Patrol HQ. That becomes a command center or something. And obviously that makes it better at its job, but it takes up an industry slot, which is a pain. You can also put up orbital stations here. I like... oh yeah, it's the midline structure that's shit. Heavy firepower on one side. Why? Low tech or high tech? I prefer high tech. It's a better choice. They're meant to all be roughly equal, but it's a low tech or high tech. I swing high tech. Midline seems flimsy. But I can't justify it just yet. I'm taking too much full loss. What's here? Moderate ore? No, that. Hot. Okay. Established colony. Tectonic activity. No atmosphere. Moderate ore. Imagine going at this speed the whole time. Okay, abundant ore, rare, rich ore, sparse ore, diffuse volatiles, extreme tectonic activity, and extreme cold. Let's check out what that drill limits, because I know it has limits such as people, but what else? I could also install the thing that negates extreme cold, actually. This place has extreme weather, so I can't install that there. Not a gas giant, not habitable. Increases ore, transbotanic ore, and organic production by 3 units. No, I feel I would want to save that for a great place. That isn't. Cold, extreme cold, poor light, and darkness. Yeah, that place doesn't deserve any fancy gadgets. There is better places. There's places that just have 100% cost, or what's it called? Hazard rating. This is at 175, but there are places that are just straight 100. Um, they're rarer, obviously. Would obviously love to find one of those places, but I needed to get this set up so I could actually get exploring. I needed to have a base, have a you know stuff to pull from. Oh, you're back to war again? Yay. Oh, and this is rotating right back around to me. Command. So what's this looking like? Maybe 51,000 this month. My exports still aren't covering the hazard pay, which is actually a lot less than I think I paid for the other stuff. So, like, the older hazard pay. But there's an older iteration. I think I paid more for that than the newer version. Maybe I got a more of an effect from the older version, but I don't know. This version seems to be working just fine. 20 units of ore, just for that. It's kind of scaled to me. You can kind of rig these to be within your carry capacity by just go below your carry capacity, and since they'll be in the range of you when you talk to them, take the job, then jump to your higher capacity, and you'll probably be able to carry it. Angry woman. Oh yeah, play understanding. Place flashy. Yeah. A revenant. I didn't know you could get these blueprints. Yes, 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 yes. 20,000 credits. Ugh. They actually don't need some stuff I put in. Okay. Oh, growth's gone up. Alright. Yeah, don't they need these syringes there too? So, does help them cut down. That it does. Saves me a bit of extra cash. And has raised growth a little, I want to say. Yeah, Freeport creates a little bit of instability. Does boost population growth though. That's why population growth went up. Because after a year, it hits its max in those three categories: stability, population growth, and accessibility. So, at least early on, this is what the game turns into. It's just a waiting simulator. Like, if you aren't ready for it. I would have been ready for it a while back when I had that million floating around. But now that I don't, I'm not quite ready for it. In some ways, I regret giving up that 200,000, but that blueprint, if real, is quite valuable. I don't have the other... intel anymore. Is it because I found that blueprint elsewhere, or what? Or is it true that she sold it to someone else and so I missed out? There's no timer on it, so I thought it was indefinite. And that point was just flavor text. Here, 1 sec. The way station's done. Hey folks, I'm going to stop recording now. 51, 52, 53. Well, by now I mean in a moment. Sorry, there's some lump on my gum, and like just my tongue keeps wanting to poke at it. I have to try and force myself to stop. Dockside bar. No one. Ooh. No active comm relay in system. Oh shit. I've a choice of either or. Um. Oh jeez. Oh wait. Ah, damn it. I don't remember the exact costs to build it. There, go. Okay. I would hate to break domain error tech. But it's either this one or the other one, so I can have a comms system in this neck of the woods. So there we go. Did I get a ton of supplies for that? I kind of just... Yeah, it seems like I did. Okay. You know, on a particular level, I just kind of squeeze my eyes shut. To a point, I need to stick around to help protect the place. Because if it gets attacked, they won't be able to defend themselves yet. Excuse me. So there's nothing really I can do for the moment. Then again, I could take a gamble and it may pay off. Who knows? I wish you could speed up time faster. There is a mod for it, but by default. Alright. I'm gonna call this here, folks. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you join me again soon. If you like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until then, love and peace, baby. Till then.